Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to distinguish between a discrete and a continuous random variable. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So later on class, we'll be answering our activity. We're going to identify whether the given sample is a discrete or a continuous random variable. So example number 1, number of students in a classroom. Number 2, number of days in a week. Number 3, amount of sugar in coffee. And then we will have 10 examples class for you to really understand this one class. So before we answer this one class is we need to understand more with regards to discrete and continuous random variable. So let's talk about discrete random variable. Now discrete random variable, discrete data is counted. Once again class, discrete random variable, the data is counted, so it can be counted. The values are integers. Now, what do you mean by integers, sir? Now, integers class, these are whole numbers. It could be positive or negative whole numbers. Once again, class, integers, those are whole numbers. Example. Okay, let's have example for integers. Example for integers, we have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 10, positive 20, negative 5, negative 7, negative 10, and so on. Once again, class, integers, those are positive or negative whole numbers. So once again, for discrete data, the value class, it must be positive or negative whole numbers. Never include fractions or decimal. You can never have the answer class for fractions or decimal with regards to discrete random variable. Let's have an example class for you to really understand this one class. Example number 1. Number of children in the family. Can we count that one class for the number of children in the family? Can we count that one? Yup, we can count that one. Example, you have 3 children in the family. You have 5 children in the family. You have 6 children in the family. Your answer class, it must be a whole number for the children. You can never have the answer class, I have 3.5 children in the family. Nope, that's impossible. You can never have that answer class. You can never have this answer, I have 4.1 children in the family. Nope. You can never have this answer class with regards to the number of children. That's impossible class that you will put decimal with regards to the number of children. It must be a whole number. You have 3 children in the family. You have 5 children in the family. You have 6 children in the family. So therefore, this is an example of discrete random variable. Another example, example number 2, number of patients in the hospital. Can we count the number of patients? Yup, we can count the number of patients. Example, I have 6 patients in the hospital. That's correct. I have 10 patients in the hospital. That's correct. You can never have the answer class, I have 7.5 patients in the hospital. Nope, you can never have that answer class. That's impossible class. That one patient class counted as a whole number. 2 patients counted as a whole number. 2 patients. You can never have this answer class. I have 8.3 number of patients. Nope, that's impossible class. The number of patients, it must be a whole number. I hope it's clear for you class with regards to discrete data or discrete random variable. Now let's talk about continuous random variable. Now, continuous random variable, continuous data is measured. So, it can be measured, can take values including fractions or decimals. Once again, class, for continuous random variable, can take values including fractions or decimal. Let's have an example, class. Example, class, height of a person. Now, with regards to the height of the person, class, you can have a decimal answer for that. Example, we can have 1.75 meters. You can have that height. You can have 2.1 meters for the height. So you can have 1.67 meters for the height. So for this height class, you can have a decimal answer for this one. So therefore, we call this one continuous random variable. So height of the person, you can include decimals with this given example. So height of the person, you can have 1.75 meters, 2.1 meters, 1.67 meters. You can have that answer. So another example, weight of the bag. So we can measure this one with regards to the weight. It can be measured. So example for the weight, for the bag, example, you have 2.5 kilograms for the weight of the bag. You can have 2.1 kilograms for the weight of the bag. You can have 1.89 kilograms for the weight. So it can take decimals. I hope you're not confused, class, with regards to this one. Now I have a clue for this one, class. Most of the times, class, it's not all, but most of the time, class, with regards to discrete, you have this word number of. So you have this word number of. Okay, so most of the time, class, once again, class, I'm not saying it's all, but most of the time, you have this word number of. Mostly, class, it's on discrete. And then for the continuous, most of the time, with regards to the unit, you can have height. So most of the time, class, it's not all, but mostly, class, height. If you see this word height, weight. Alright, we have time, temperature, okay, temperature, and then distance. Okay, once again, class, this is our clue, class. Most of the time, class, for the discrete data, you have this word number of. So number of, mostly, class, it's on discrete. And then for continuous, you have this one height, you have weight, you have time for the units, temperature, and then distance. Most of the time, class, with regards to these units, this is continuous random variable. Alright, so let's answer our activity. So let's start with example number 1. Alright, so once again, we're going to distinguish between a discrete and continuous random variable. So let's start with example number 1, class. So number of students in a classroom. What's your answer, class? Number of students. Can we have number of students like 3.5 students? Nope, that's impossible, class. So number of students, it should be, what's the answer, class? That's correct. That would be discrete. So this is discrete. Random variable. So I would just put discrete, class. We don't have enough space. Discrete. Alright, so number 2, number of days in a week. Can we have answer, class? 7.1 days in a week? Nope, that's impossible, class. So therefore, it should be a whole number. So number of days in a week, that would be 7 days in 1 week. So the answer is discrete. 7 days in a week. So 7 days, that would be a whole number. That would be an integer. So therefore, this is discrete. Alright, so number 3. So you try to answer this one, class. Number 3, what's your answer, class? Amount of sugar in coffee. That's correct. That would be continuous because we can measure this one. So amount of sugar in a coffee, that would be continuous random variables. I will just put continuous. Number 4, the volume of milk produced by a cow. What's the answer, class? The volume of milk. We can measure this one. That's correct. Our answer, class, it will include decimal with regards to the volume of milk. So therefore, it would be continuous. So we can measure this one. Continuous. And your answer, class, for the volume, you can have 3.5 cubic liters. Alright, so you have your decimal for that. Number 5, time to finish a test. What's the answer, class, with regards to the time to finish a test? That's correct. It should be continuous because you can have a decimal with regards to the answer for the time. Okay, so you can finish the test 1.3 hours. Alright, 56.5 minutes. So you can have that answer with regards to the time to finish a test. Alright, so number 6, score of a student in a quiz. What's the answer, class? That's correct. It should be discrete. It should be discrete, class, because the score in a test, it should be a whole number. You don't have a score, class, of 3.1. Your score is 3.1. Nope. That's impossible, class. Your score, it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be a perfect score, it could be 150, and so on. So it should be a whole number, therefore it should be discrete. And then number 7, time to finish running 200 meters. What's the answer, class? Time to finish running 200 meters. That's correct. It should be continuous. Because you can have decimal with regards to your answer for this one. So once again, 200 meters, example, you finish that with 25.3 minutes. Okay, you can have that answer, 25.3 minutes. You finish running 200 meters, 15.7 minutes. Yup, you can have that answer. So how about you try this one, class? Number 8, number 9, and then number 10. And then you put your answer on the comment section down below. You tell class whether it's discrete or continuous random variable. So number 8, length of a road. Number 9, body temperature. Number 10, the number of employees in a department. So you try to answer this one, class, and then you put your answer on the comment section down below. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.